Welcome back. I'm back with another video with you. So today we will do another cool project. This will be a machine learning project where we will build a movie recommendation system. So this will be a fun exercise about testing a recommendation system. So I hope you'll enjoy it, and let's begin. So here on the left side you can see the article that I will follow. It's a published article in Towards Data Science publication on Medium. And here we have the Jupyter Notebook folder that I will be working in. So let's move on. So here you can learn about what is a movie, to learn more about the recommendation systems. Here is our contents. So a little background about recommendation systems. So when you buy something online and let's say you add the X item to your cart, and the machine learning behind their systems of those online stores, they add a couple items on the side like, do you want to buy this? Do you want to buy this too? So those are also recommended to you by those machine learning, by those machines like in the background. So I just talk about what does that mean over here. And here we are going to start by downloading that data set. So the movie data I found is on Kaggle. If you haven't heard about Kaggle is a great place where data science community gathers. You can see lots of data sets, lots of notebooks, lots of research about this field. So here's our data set. So if you click on that, you will see this page. So you can learn more about files over here. And for our project, instead of downloading the whole folder, so this folder size is 900 megabytes. So instead of that, I mean, if you have time, you can go with that. If not, you can just download the movie's metadata. So this is the one we need for our recommendation system. As you can see, I've downloaded the data set. It's in my movie recommender folder. All right, here's some background about the data, and it's time to start our Jupyter Notebook. So I'll go to New, Python 3. There we are. Now let's start by importing pandas. Perfect. Now I'm gonna load the data. Let's just copy this. So right now my movies data set is in my same folder, so I don't need to add that. So let's import our data set, and then let's check the header. As you can see, it's a huge data set. Oops. Okay. So for our recommendation system, we will need overview column, because that's the column where we can find the plot over views. Can check. Yes, perfect. Content-based recommender. So, content-based means the movie recommendation system will recommend us movies that are similar depending on their overviews. So it's gonna understand who's playing, and it's gonna tell us like the character names and that kind of data that's inside the overview column. So it's gonna read those, and we will clean those unnecessary words. Like I will come to that later. So we will take the important keywords from those overview, and that will be our training data. So our recommender system will recommend us movies depending on those keywords in the overview column. So let's keep going. Let's copy that. But I'm not sure if I have scikit-learn in this machine, so let's check real quick. Yeah, I do have. So here we are defining the vectorizer. This is our vectorizer. We are using a module called scikit-learn. You can also learn more about scikit-learn. If you check, if you write scikit-learn, it's a great machine learning module that you should learn. All right. In our vectorizer, we are cleaning those unnecessary words that we don't need, and then we are filling the empty values with empty character, and then we are creating a matrix. So here we are transforming that data into a matrix. Perfect. You can learn more about here, and then we will create our linear kernel. So linear kernel is the dot product of the two matrices. It helps us to understand the relation between those matrices. So thanks to scikit-learn, we have a ready function that we can do that. So all right, we are almost there. So as you can see, this dot product of two huge matrices is a big deal, so it takes a little more time than other codes. When it's gonna be done, you will see that star is gonna go away. So I'm waiting right now for that block to finish. Perfect. So our sim matrix is ready. So after each block, like if you want to have some idea about those like about sim matrix, about our vector matrix, so you can just go ahead and just type matrix, and you can have some idea of what's really happening in this, like to have some idea about it. Something like that. So I will just leave it there. Okay, here we are dropping the duplicates. So we have the movie data. We are going to title column. As you can see, we have a title column over here. Yep. So we are going over there and we are dropping the duplicates. And then here is our movie titles. This is the top 10. You can also check top 20 if you want. These are the top 20 movies in our dataset. So here we can see the movies. Perfect. Now finally we will create our recommender function. There we go. So in this function, what are we doing? We have two parameters that we will get into this function. One of them is the title. The other one is the similarity scores that we got from our linear kernel over here. We are just passing that inside the function as a similarity score. And then here we are getting the titles of the movies. We are making the similarity scores and converting them to a list. And then we are sorting those similarity scores. And then we're sorting them by like the titles. So there's a connection between those scores and the movies. And then here, from those listed movies, we are getting 10 out of them. You can change this if you want to, like, if you want to return top 5 movies, or you can change it to top 20 movies depending on however you want. So in my function I will just return 10 similar movies. So we are passing that scores, and then here we are getting those movies, the relation between the scores, and then finally we are returning the movie titles depending on the scores. So the similarity scores are calculated after we pass the movie name. So let's run this code. Our function is created. Perfect. So here in this exercise in my article, I checked similar movies to Toy Story. So all you have to do is pass the movie name, movie title, and then there you go. It returns the 10 similar movies. The other one I tried is Good Will Hunting, which is a really nice movie. So these are the similar movies to Good Will Hunting. One thing to keep in mind when you're passing the movie title, make sure it's something inside our dataset. If you pass something like a movie that's not there, or a character that doesn't match with any of those movies, let's say you're just passing a random string, so you will get this kind of error message. Make sure your movie is inside the dataset. So for example, this is one of the movies, so I will just pass that. As you can see, I will get an result. Alright, that was all for this week. That was all for this project. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something new. This is just a basic movie recommendation project. So I have more projects in my blog, you can check them. I show how to build a face recognizer, how to extract speech from a video, and how to add text to your videos using Python. So this kind of machine learning and AI related projects. So that's it for this week. I hope to see you in next week's video. Until then, keep coding. See you guys. Bye.